afternoon, fellow humans. In this moment, Rafi Marama Jones Jonkind will be ranting to you about masks. Masks are useful tools we can utilize for our personal gain. Not only to mask our image, but also to keep out unwanted and pesky little things from the outside. Masks can get me in and out of situations I wouldn't dream of getting in and out of without them. Also giving a delicious sense of control to my otherwise messy life, allowing me to become a chameleon, suiting myself to the people and situations around me. Masks are more often than not mental, creations used to suit our ever-expanding personal agendas. At some, or rather many points in my life, I've found it beneficial to mask my true self, and I see the same being done all around me. Often, the masks are not even created by me, but by others. But that's okay, because it makes it easier for me to get through my life with limited conflict. A mask I see used a lot is the masking of the truth. This is a good example of using a mask to get out of a situation. Like in my life, when I make a mistake, I can mask it up, therefore avoiding responsibility and inevitably making my life easier. On some days, I don't feel like coming to school, so I mask my laziness with a few coughs. Mom, ring the school, I'm sick. Masks can also be really well used to to enhance the mental and physical image others have of you. The deepest form of this would be plastic surgery. I, for one, was not born beautiful, like many others. But as you can see, my reconstructed facial features are divine. No doubt. Masks are also really useful in difficult or unknown situations. If in doubt, put on a mask. If in a difficult situation and people are watching, you can mask your fear or incapability and your image will not be affected. Men are stereotyped as tough. I can use masks, body masks, to make myself feel more manly. This goes for other feelings too, like pain. I can mask pain and eventually the feeling will go away. I can be tough and what the fuck are you even on about? That is the most backward story I've ever heard. Wake up! You can't mask feelings and expect them to go away. They will become the ghosts of your very own horror story, haunting you through the corridors you yourself have created. For the being that possesses your body is no longer your own. You lose yourself. In the lush green fields we walk, the grass blades are sharp like the piercing judgments aimed our way. Your feet bleed from the parts of yourself you tread down so harshly. We are not only mask makers, but also mask takers. Hiding ourselves behind ideas conceived by our peers, family, teachers, and the media. We wear the woolen cloak because others wear it also. We fence in who we are because we are afraid what is beyond that fence. We grow the hooves so we can fit in the footsteps of others who have walked this path before us. What if what they see in me is not who I want to be? Yes, masks are useful tools we can utilize for our personal gain, but at what cost? When the cloaks and daggers only mask the troubled soul behind. Those daggers fly from the head of the magician, who constantly conjures up tricks to deceive himself and the people around him. He conjures up a pure white dove because he has not the belief that the chains around his own wings can be lifted. Like the butterfly trapped in its cocoon for fear that the abnormalities in its wing patterns will be judged so harshly by the people outside. When in reality, it is those very marks that make this being unique. When we mask ourselves, we lose the value of honesty. To the people around us and to ourselves. Honesty is something I hold very close to my heart, for it is one of my core principles. An example in my life would be in my absences from school. My attendance this year sits at a shocking 75%. Yet every time I ring the school, I tell them exactly why I am not showing up. Whether I'm just tired or want to have a day at the beach. They know. They know from my honesty that I'm serious about what I'm going to do, and that I'm also serious to do my schoolwork. I trust that all the pieces will fall into place, that I will do what is needed to continue to grow as a person. When we mask our honest selves, the sunlight shines on our mask. The vibrant flower behind gets only shadow. Flowers need sunlight to grow. For that is why humans are here, is it not? To learn and to grow. For we are the blacksmiths beating down on this idea you call identity, forging the tools by which we walk through this reality. Why create a mask? Why not show the beautiful being that was born into this world to be shown? What happens when the flower, so bent on being colourful, puts on mask after mask to finally get a sense of self-beauty? As if its natural radiance is not enough. Layer after layer to suit the ideals others present. When in reality, you have nothing to make up for. And what about compliments? Are the compliments then truly aimed at me, or are they aimed at my mask? Do I really feel good about myself when I walk away from that situation? Yes, humans change all the time. But there is a fine line between expressing yourself with enhancement and improvement and masking yourself. We follow a general path created by our root principles. Masks distract me from that path. In some situations, though, masks can be beneficial. Like the dying man that needs to hold the hand of a fountain of strength, not tears. Like the insecure child that needs not your lecture but your compliments to overcome its fears. There is a sadness brewing in my heart. For in the world today, there are many who mask their true selves. Many who do not realize that if they take the time to look and truly see themselves, the questions and answers will be there. I have heard it uttered many times that the world is full of hate. But hate is an idea you yourself create. Hate is a mask. I personally do not feel hate. I know that when I look at myself, the masked feeling is often hurt, frustration, or sympathy. What if the reason I feel this way about that person is because they hurt me in the past and I latched onto that feeling? What if the reason I feel this way about that stereotypical group is because others feel that way about them? Maybe the problem lies not with these external people or objects, but in me. And maybe, just maybe, if I look at myself hard enough, deep enough, there will be a simple solution. For the mountain of masked feelings is alive. Deep within, a passionate fire thrives. The volcano of pent-up feelings will erupt later. The burns will scar, and the pain will be greater. Not less. Not less. And then who is it that gains? Is it you? Or the people around you? Or is it your mask? Men are expected to be tough and strong, masking their feelings. Yet the real man knows how to feel. It takes more strength to feel and overcome than it does to ignore. If ignored, the wound will infect. And what use is the beautifully crafted reputation on the dead man's face? Who do you want them to remember? You or your mask? If only mirrors warned you that the reflected image you love and despise is only as honest as the mask you place over your eyes. Be yourself.